Peace and blessings. Happy Monday. I got a lot to talk about today. I'm in the office. I'm going to stay in the office the whole day. I'm not going to allow myself to be distracted. I'm not going to allow myself to just be doing the different things that I want to do. I'm going to do more about what the business needs. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things I did today was create a Windows 10 bootable USB flash drive right here, because I've been fixing a lot of computers, ones that I have been acquiring to resell, and for friends and different people who need help with getting the computer set up that they have, and I've been updating them from Windows 7 to Windows 10. If you need my help on that too, I can also help you. Hit me up. We don't even have to be in the same place, and I can help you because we have this beautiful thing called the internet. But with that said, I'm also in here putting together my different wholesale media and getting ready to send something off to Amazon. I got some Mercari stuff to send out. I got one eBay package going out. I'm hustling, and it's Monday, and I'm keeping my energy high, and I'm sitting here and I'm putting together all of the thoughts and the things that I need to get in place to make this week great. So that's what I got going on. And I also wanted to come on here and motivate you guys and just do some business talk as usual. You know what I'm saying? Nothing more, nothing less. And, just get the energy flowing to get great things done. Great things will require great execution. So we need to execute our best if we want to do our best. And we have to make sure that mentally we project where we want to go, and we keep that same energy along the course to get to where we're going. That's very important, because it's easy to lose focus with different things that will discourage you and so on and so forth. It's easy to become discouraged. It's easy to get distracted. It's easy to lose the course of where you're going. All of these things are easy. What we need more of is motivation. We need more influence. We need, obviously, answers so we can grow and broaden our horizons on the things that we need to learn, and to understand and appreciate different perspectives, because there's more than one path. There's more than one schedule. Sometimes we think we're late or we're early and so on and so forth, but schedules are different. So there's no actual specific time or default to anything that we're doing. You got to go along, figure out as you go, and, study, work hard, and just put your best foot forward and see what happens at the end of the day. That's what it's really all about. And being a reseller, especially if you're a full-time reseller, could bring some stress into your life, because you'll allow yourself to worry, and you will allow outside sources and energies to affect your views, your opinions, and your drive. That'll happen a lot. Your drive will be affected by things you hear, things you see, things you believe. And in some instances, those things are not for you, because if someone else is telling you their view and their opinion, it may not be for you because of the different schedules that we have, the different perspectives that we have, and most of everything is just a perspective. You can see one thing a way entirely different from what I'm seeing, and do something totally different based off of that information. So saying that to say is more what we make of it than anything. That's the reason why you have people who are extremely successful that are no smarter than a person who is not extremely successful. It's the way they view and the execution and just so many other things that could be controlled by the individual. You can control if you're positive. You can control if you are determined. You can control if you are willing to learn. You can control if you are willing to save. You can control the risk management with the different things that you do invest in. Like I invested in this. I'm going to tell you how I got it. I got this and several other items for extremely cheap. I'm going to give you the whole backstory on what I did. I was in the Goodwill and I saw an Apple TV in the box without a remote for $1. I purchased it. I got home with the Apple TV. Immediately what I tried to do was take my phone and be able to control the Apple TV and pair with it. To no avail, I wasn't able to do it. So then I broke down and I got on Mercari, and it was an Apple TV 3. I ordered a remote for $15. The remote came to me in about 4 or 5 days. I got the remote. I set up the Apple TV in my living room. I quickly realized the Apple TV was not really going to suit what I wanted to do in my living room. I wanted to entertain, and I was going to use the Apple TV to do YouTube and different things like that. But I quickly realized There was no YouTube because it doesn't do 4K. I didn't see an app market. Maybe it did have one, but I didn't see an app store. So I said, okay, I can't really load any of the apps that I want to use because most of them are 4K apps and I don't see YouTube. This is probably not going to work for me. So I took it to the flea market. A young man came across. He seen the Apple TV. It was his girlfriend's birthday. He wanted to surprise her with the Apple TV. So he came to me and he said, hey, look, I'm really interested in the Apple TV. What do you want for it? I said, give me $30. Now, I paid $1 for the Apple TV and I paid $15 for the remote. So I was at $16 and I wanted to make some money. So I said, give me $30 and the Apple TV is yours. So he said, man, I don't have 30. Can we work something out? So I said, sure, I'm at least trying to get 20 cash because I had already 16 invested. So I'll take a $4 profit and some trades all day, every day, because those trades are going to equal more money. So that's what we did. He came back with a bunch of stuff. He had some video games. He had some tablets, some iPads, some cell phones, and this flash drive. Now, everything had different problems with it. We sell a lot of parts. He knows I sell parts. I sell parts to him, so he was already aware I sell parts. So he had a broken iPad 2. He had an Asus tablet. I didn't even reference it because I wasn't really interested in it. He had a Samsung Galaxy tablet. One of the things that really caught my eye was this 32 gigabyte flash drive with the keyring holder because since I'm a geek, I always need to have different files and things on me that I need to access to do different things. So with that being said, I immediately said, man, I could put Windows 10 on here and start to get some of these computers repaired when I'm on the go and I get a computer and it just needs Windows. Boom. And some of them don't have a disk drive. So this was going to work immediately. So I put this to the side. I took a cell phone that he had that had a small crack on it, but it was a nice size phone. It was a Metro phone, which is also compatible with T-Mobile. So I put that to the side. And then he had a cord to a PSP. So I put that to the side. So I got those 3 items, gave him the other items back and said, look, these are not necessarily going to work for me. I got a lot of this type of stuff, so I really don't have a need for it at this time. So I'm not going to take these things. What I'll do is I'll take these 3 items that I selected and then give me the $20 cash and we good to go. And that's what we did. So he gave me $20 and he gave me those 3 items. I turned around and I sold the phone for $25 a few minutes later to someone. This I'm going to use and I'll probably make a few $100 just from having this on me because it's a tool and you need tools to do different things in your business. And the PSP cord will get me about $5. So I reached my goal. I was able to get something that I could utilize and I'm ready to move forward. You have to do the exact same thing in your business. When you go and get stuff, make sure you have something that's called an exit strategy. So if you buy something and you have an idea on what you want to do with it, sometimes it doesn't go that way. So you have to have a way to get out of it. So if you acquire something, how can you get rid of it if plan A doesn't work? So what I'm saying to you is you need a plan A and a plan B, because if you only have a plan A, things can go wrong. Let me dig deeper into what I'm saying. Let's say you buy this new to sell on Amazon because it sells for $60, but you got to pay $40 to acquire it. If you pay $40 for something that you're going to sell for $60 and it gets returned, are you able to get your $40 back? Yes or no? So if you can't sell this on eBay for at least more than $40, because obviously you want to, after fees and shipping, try to get your money back to start over, do you get that item? I'm going to say no. Unless if it gets returned, you're going to use it for personal use. Then you're not losing because you're taking a risk to make more money. But if you don't make more money, you'll just take this and use it for yourself, which is going to help you out some way, some shape, some form. So saying all of that, have a way to get in and a way to get out for everything that you buy, and you'll be all right. I'm going to tell you what I do that helps me greatly in my business. Very greatly. You know I sell a lot of CDs and DVDs. Let me show you what I mean. It's a DVD. This is a DVD. This is a DVD. This is a DVD. This is a DVD. And look at this title. You know I can sell this. I can get $5 all day. What do these have in common? They are all brand new and sealed straight from the company. I got hundreds of this. Strawberry Shortcake. I got a Bill Cosby comedy CD, brand new. These are kid songs. This is really good stuff. 39 different kid songs. I got 2 of those. Pirates of the Caribbean, brand new. I could keep going. Under my desk, I got so much stuff. Twilight, brand new. Elmo. All right, guess what I pay for this stuff? 25 cents. Now I'm gonna say that to go into what I'm gonna tell you next. I get this for a quarter. I ain't gonna go into how I get it for a quarter because then we're going into a whole different thing. I'm just gonna give you the idea. I get those for a quarter. I own a website called restoredthis.com where other businesses buy media from me. Guess what I sell the media to them for? $1. So I acquire these for a quarter. I have different channels that I offer them with. I have people on Instagram that I sell wholesale media to, that they sell at their flea market, in their local store, on Amazon, whatever, wherever they sell it to. But I sell it to them. We use an app called Telegram. I message them and I tell them what I have, or they go to restoredthis.com and they put their email address in and get my mailing list, and then I tell them what I have to offer and I tell them how much I want, and if they want it, they buy it. So I'm getting this for a quarter, right? Now, if this doesn't work, I go to the flea market, I get $1 for it all day, or $2, depending on the title. So I'm turning one quarter into 4 or into 8 every single time without fail, because I have a exit strategy for everything that I buy. Now I could sell this stuff on Amazon. I could sell it on eBay and bulk lots. I could sell it on Mercari 1x1. I could sell it on Bonanza.com. I could sell it on, what's another site that I'm on that people don't know about? I sell on Barnes & Noble through a portal. What is the site called? I forgot the name on the top of my head. I get like that. I'm forgetful at times. And I wholesale to different businesses. I sell to Declutter. I could keep going. And I acquire media very cheaply. I even pay more than a quarter for some stuff because obviously I scan it and I know the value of it, and it's worth much more than a quarter. I sell DVDs for $100, $150, one DVD. But you got to know how to do this. You have to know about out of print, which means it's not made anymore. It's not in the store. You can't get it anywhere unless you can look it up and see exactly where it is. So you have to know about that. So getting deeper into what it is that you do, you want to get to a level of mastery or to a level of high intelligence in that area, because you'll know more than at the average people, and you'll be able to utilize that information to make a lot more money than a person that doesn't have that information. Because the more you know, the more you're going to make. You see what I'm saying? The more you learn, the more you earn. Saying all of that to say, having an exit strategy for everything that you acquire will make your life so much easier because it's no stress. I see people returning stuff. They buy stuff, have a problem selling it, or get it returned to them, and they return it back to where they got it from. That's not how you run a business, man. That's not how you run a business. You're not going to always be able to run back. It don't work that way. And that's not really working hard. If you buying something and you return it back to Walmart because it didn't go right for you, that's not how you run a business. That ain't always going to work. And that's going to get you banned from being able to do returns, because there is a company that collects all of this information. It don't matter where you return to. Haven't you noticed when you return without a receipt, they ask for your ID? Your ID usually being your driver's license. And the driver's license has a license number, which is a record. And they keep a record of what you return, how often, the dollar amount. And this is interconnected with a lot of different stores. And one company looks at this, and then it will start to ban you. When you come to return something, they'll say, no, we can't accept any returns from you, because they know you do a high amount of returns. And it's not justifiable. Returns will happen. But when you do a high amount, high dollar amounts, many different returns in many different stores, that is not justifiable, and pretty much they're not going to allow you to do it. So it's not something that you really want to do. So don't focus on doing that. Focus more on being able to have an exit strategy for everything that you acquire, so you can do it in a way where there are no repercussions, complications, or ways that are going to slow down what you got going on. I know I could sell this all day for more than what I sold it for. All day. I mean, more than what I acquired it for, because I really don't really have a true cost for this, the phone knot that I got that I sold, or for the cord. I really don't have a true cost, really. So I'm at a profit already. So once I use it a couple times and then I don't need it anymore, I'm going to get back more than what I paid for it. So it will appreciate as I have it. Isn't that great? Imagine if the majority of things that we acquire in life, they appreciate. You know how much further we're going to be with time? Rather than when you buy a bunch of stuff that's not appreciating, you're not getting more money, or you're not getting more value for the things that you spend your money on. So you're kind of like wasting money. You want your money to be able to always be at work for you. Any amount of money that you make, you want it to be at work for you. So when you buy food, buy good food that's going to make you healthy and food that's going to give you energy to get through your day so you can be effective at the things that you need to do. Make sure that you keep your cars and stuff in tip-top shape and you doing your maintenance regularly and you just doing all the things you need to do for your home. You know, make sure that you're taking care of your furniture. Make sure that you have entertainment for your family. Make sure you got everything that you need so your money is well spent. When I make my money and I sit down and I pay my bills and I put together what I'm saving and I do the different things that I have to do, I find out what can I do for my home. I say, all right, do I need a new vacuum cleaner? Do I need a new carpet shampooer? Do I need any household items? Do I need any air fresheners? Do I need toilet paper? Do I need this? Do I need that? And you do all of those different things and you get it out the way. So that way you can take care of everything else. You know, go get 100 rolls of toilet paper. Go get 50 bars of soap. Go get some toothpaste. Go get some toothbrushes. Get some regular brushes. Get some do-rags or some wave caps or whatever you need to take care of what you're taking care of. So that way you got everything taken care of. And you're not always to the point where every time you make money, you got to spend it. If every time you make money, you got to spend it, you're mismanaging different things in your life. If you're mismanaging things in your life, you're going to mismanage in the business. It's not going to be like, I'm good in business, but I'm not good in life. So you want to practice just being better in general. All of us have things we can do better. We have aspects that could be worked on. And we want to look at the weaknesses and say, all right, let's focus on the weaknesses. That's why today's Monday and I'm talking to you guys about this and I'm focusing on weaknesses because weaknesses are going to help me in the long run. When they are no longer weaknesses, you're so much better than what you are. So one of my main weaknesses is Monday. I don't want to process. I want to get back to what I was doing on Friday and on Saturday and on Sunday, which is sourcing and selling and doing this and doing that. But guess what? If I'm not setting myself up on Monday to have a great week, then I'll have a mediocre one because I'm not processing. So then on Tuesday, all of the stuff I didn't do on Monday, I got to do on Tuesday or on Wednesday and so on and so forth. And I'm not looking to do that. I'm not looking to have a tremendous amount of stuff always sitting in front of me. Just like with my cars, I own my cars because I'm not looking to get paid and then have to keep paying the note and keep doing this and keep doing that because it becomes stress. It's stress. When you got a car and it's nice, but all your money goes to you having that nice car. It's not fun no more. It's no longer fun. None of this is fun when you subtract the fun from it because you got an imbalance. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for balance. You will need balance, period, in life. Without balance, the body is sick. Without balance, relationships are screwed up. Without balance, your money don't flow right. You need balance. So that's what we need to acquire. Do well in your business. Do well in life. Be positive. Get around people that can help you. Get around people that can motivate you. Get around people that are going to push you up. Because if I'm not pushing you up, then I'm probably pulling you down. So get around all of those different things. Acquire new knowledge. Find out how to exit from situations when you enter. So if you get into them and they don't work right, you can get right back out of it and proceed and get to the next thing. Be swift about your decisions. Stop waiting a long time to say no to things that you know you're supposed to say no to instantly. Stop allowing things to be in your life that are not helping you. People, places, and things. If it ain't helping you, you don't need it. Stop carrying extra baggage. If you got extra baggage, your hands is full and you can't pick up the things that you need. Let the extra baggage go. You see what I'm saying? All of this is basic stuff that you already know. Don't let it take you too long to figure this stuff out. I didn't start trying to make money until I was 33 years old. I'm 37 years old. I didn't start trying to make money, truly projecting and having affirmations and saying, this is what I'm going to do, until I was 33. Because I really didn't have anybody around me to motivate me. I didn't have anybody around me to push me. I didn't have anybody around me to help me exercise my greatness. They just was letting me just do whatever. And that was fine for them because they thought it was fine for me. But it wasn't, because I always wanted more. But I said to myself, I had to self-motivate. I had to look for the motivation. I had to seek it. I had to get out there. And I had to just say, you know what, man? I'm going for it. Tell yourself right now, I'm going for it. Whatever that is. I'm going for it. And let that be that. And don't talk too much to people that don't understand, because they're going to try to bring you back down. When you're talking to people that don't understand, they bring you back down. And you know why? Because they don't understand. So it's not really their fault. It's more so that your ideas and perspectives and your view is different. You different. You different. They different. Fine. Differences don't mean that we can't get along and that we can't mean well and do well. It just means that in certain instances, I can't include you in that because you don't have the understanding and you might get in the way. You might become an obstacle. We don't need no obstacles, man. We got enough. This is an obstacle when it's not trained properly. We got to unlearn, then relearn. Because a lot of what we learn is not even us, it's other people. When you look at history, history is two words, his and story. So history means his story. What did you go through? Your perspective of what you went through could be different for someone that was right there with you that went through it because their perspective and their view and what they saw was different. For so many different reasons. I can't really get into it because I'm not a psychiatrist. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand the brain to the full extent. I haven't studied the brain or any of that different stuff. But what I do know is what you see and what I see could be two totally different things. What you hear and what I hear could be two totally different things. You can go on YouTube and look up something called Laurel Yanny. It's an audio file that when played back, some people hear Laurel and some people hear Yanny. Try it. Get into a room of people and play it back and say, yo, without them even being able to see what you're looking at. Just play it and say, what did that say? And see if they say Laurel or Yanny. It's deep. And it's revealing. We don't all see or hear and perceive the same exact things when being in the same exact place. You see what I'm saying? We don't. So saying all of that to say, do your best. Get around those that support you. And support comes in so many different shapes, ways, and forms. Support doesn't mean I'm giving you money. I could tell you a message. Support could mean I could listen to what you have to say. Support could mean I could send you in the direction of things that could help you. Support means so many different things. So quickly, see who supports. Stop sitting around and seeing a person doesn't support and you're not quick enough and swift enough to say, you know what, let me not put myself into this situation because it ain't helping. Like, you got to be able to get out that situation and go for what's for you. So go for it. Happy Monday. Let's crush. As always, peace, blessings, and prosperity. I'll talk to y'all in the next video. I'm out.